How are you doing?
Not too good.
Okay.
Who are you?
Okay, I'm Sean.
Hey, Sean.
What's your name? You gotta look behind you. There's a mask.
I'm not.
So I'm not wearing a coffee. Okay,
I'm not wearing that. So I found out from a friend of mine that apparently this mayor is intending to make some sort of mandatory mask requirement.
Right.
And so I called this morning and got a hold of Amy. Amy put me through to the mayor. First thing I did was I gave her my name and my telephone number. And then I simply asked her if indeed she was planning to do that. She said that she was. And then I said, on what authority? And she said, I'm the mayor. And I said, I'm not really concerned with what your title is or what your position is.
I'll hand it. Thank you, sir.
I want to know what legal authority you think you have to cause people to have to wear a mask that doesn't even work. Okay? And she said, what's your name? I said, I already started with that. I gave you my name. It's Scott Talbert. And I began to spell Talbert because it's a proper name. And she said, I can spell. I said, well, I can't. I mean, it's a proper name. I'm just trying to spell it for you. She hung up on me. Okay? She's a public servant. She works for me. She doesn't reserve the right to hang up on me. That's incredibly rude, and it's unbecoming of a public servant. So then I called back, and I got a hold of somebody. They said that she was on another call. She was in a meeting. And I got a hold of a secretary who said, yeah, she's tied up. She's on the call or whatever. I said, no problem. I'll be happy to hold. And I said, what is your name? This other person who claims to be a secretary refused to give me her name. She is a public servant. She cannot refuse to give me her name. She works for me. I got hung up on again. I called back. This time I got through to someone who eventually gave me her name and said she's Denise. Denise then hung up on me. This isn't going to work. We have a situation to where we are dealing with a microscopic virus. I have one simple question with you, and you've been kind enough to patiently listen. This is not between you and I at all. I want to make that clear. You're just the unlucky dude who came to the door, right? And has to deal with me. I just have a simple question, and I don't mean to be facetious or rhetorical. Can a net with 3-inch wide holes catch a fish that's just 1 inch in diameter?
Well, mathematically, no.
Not going to happen, is it?
No.
And that's why I have a beekeeper suit that has a hood that has mesh screen that's smaller than the size of a bee. This is pretty simple stuff. My 7-year-old gets it, right? So we have a situation to where we have this maniacal mandatory mask mandate stuff going on all over the country. And I have to be honest with you, sir, I never thought it was going to hit here. It's hit here. So what you have is a situation to where anybody can slap anything over their freaking face, and all of a sudden that ticks a box. Oh, you're good. You've got a face covering. It can be a freaking scarf, bandana. It can be these blue rectangle things, which, by the way, have you seen the side of the box for those ear loop around blue rectangle things?
No.
The more recent ones that have been manufactured post-COVID actually say, this doesn't stop COVID or any other microscopic virus. The box says it does not work for the stated objective. That's what a dental hygienist uses to keep boogers from falling in your mouth when she's cleaning your teeth. Understand?
No, I understand.
So we have a very serious problem. Now, at the same time, not only does it not do any good because it does not accomplish the so-called stated objective, but we also have the problem of it is decreasing oxygen availability to people.
So just got a quick question. Before we get too far off. My first question is that are you saying that the mandate of the mask is bad, or are you looking to say that the mandate of a specific mask should be worn? In other words, the N95, which covers the coronavirus and stuff, are you saying that her mandate should stay that we have to wear an N95 mask, or are you saying that they shouldn't wear a mask at all?
At all.
Okay.
Yeah. I started the day on the phone with her before she so rudely hung up with me, challenging her authority to force anyone to have to wear a mask. I plainly asked, on what authority do you make that mandate? And she said, I'm the mayor. As though declaring by decree, because by God she is God, I'm the mayor. It was really very much a I can do whatever the hell I want because I'm the mayor of this town, answer. And I said, no. I'm talking about legally. You understand? I'm a lawyer by training and background. I'm headed to the courthouse after this. So we can handle it however we want to handle it. And I can go ahead and tell you right now that on Friday, I will be at Walmart without a mask. So I'm leaving here. I want to give her a chance to try to do the right thing, okay? And hanging up on me when I volunteer my name, which, by the way, I don't have to provide my name.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just part of the public. She's the one who has elected to become a public servant and thereby hold herself accountable to us. I don't have to tell her who I am. I started the phone call by saying, my name is Scott Talbot and here's my phone number. And then I was kind enough to provide it again when I did not have to, and I tried to spell it for her, whereupon she said, I can spell. Well, no, it's a proper name. It only makes sense that I would try to spell it for you.
Okay.
I'm being nice.
Sure.
And you hang up the phone. That's not going to work. So the heat comes down on her. We can't even get to the mask issue because we first have to deal with her etiquette problems.
Okay.
So there's a lot of heat coming her way, and this is just the beginning. But I leave here. I go to the courthouse and seek an injunction. I go to the police department. I go to the sheriff's department because what we need to know is when I show up in public without a mask, what's going to happen?
Okay.
That's what we need to know. Because understand that sovereign immunity, that only covers you in your official capacity. In other words, if you were doing something in the line of duty, and can I tell you something too? Because I really want you to understand this. I am the hugest advocate of law enforcement. Okay? When the prior sheriff was in place, I helped him all the time. Detective Tom Nave, I helped him all the time rout the rot and get rid of the scumbags in the community. Jason Ritchie, when he took over, the first thing I did was take him a flat of strawberries. Say, thank you for your service if there's anything I can do to help. I can't stand this whole defund the police nonsense and all that. I'm the biggest... And here's the thing. So when we just had this incident where they wanted to arraign this lady for pulling a gun on these people who were haranguing them and wouldn't let them leave a parking lot, I called that police sergeant and said, listen, be careful, because what you're going to do is you're going to become the adversary to your advocate. As of right now, I'm your biggest fan for law enforcement. This chick, I never knew she existed on the face of the planet. I looked it up and, oh, okay, that's her name. My first encounter with her is hanging up on me. That's not going to work.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Not too good.
Just going through what is his daily events this morning. Okay.
Can I help you?
No, I just asked you to come stand down here for a little while.
Were you? Because
anyway, go continue.
What,
so we'll just finish up with.
Well, I'm just curious as to why you were asked to come down here.
We do this every so often.
When a member of the general public just comes down to see the mayor, you show up?
No.
Oh.
I come in here 3 or 4 times a week.
And you happen to come here when I show up?
He's also got information for me for my job.
I see.
I did not call him.
I see.
But no, me and Sean talk several times a week. Anyway, go ahead. It doesn't say don't worry about him. That's for me. Go ahead.
Are you aware that the mask you're wearing does not work because the side of the box says that this mask does not prevent the transmission of disease and viruses?
I'm not here for any of that, and I don't care. I have an order.
I see.
We've been told to wear them, so I'm wearing it.
Wow. Just like that. Just. Hey, can a fishing net that has 3-inch wide holes trap a fish that
I'm not here
you don't want to talk about anything that makes sense?
So anyway, so with that.
So I just need to see the mayor. She hung up on me.
Okay, I will see it when her availability is. Is that right?
When her availability is.
No,
and you're with Stilwell, right?
Yes, sir.
And what's your name, sir? 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 So there you have it. Refusing to give his name. Stilwell Police Department, refusing to provide their name.